On September 28, I decided to renew my passport, which has been expired for the longest time. The morning started out as very foggy, and I also had some significant panic attacks. But somehow I decided to just soldier on, and I managed to get myself to be where I'm supposed to be shortly before 10 o'clock in the morning. Passports are issued by our Department of Foreign Affairs, or DFA, which does not have an office in our city. The nearest office is the regional office in Legazpi City, which is about 90 to 100 kilometers away, I think. It is in an entirely different province called Albay. The city where I live is Naga City, which is in the province of Camarines Sur. The drive from Naga to Legazpi usually takes more or less 3 hours, depending on the road conditions and whatever else is going on. And the DFA is right inside a mall, a shopping mall. It's called the Pacific Mall. And I tried to find a parking slot that was as close as possible to the main door of the mall. At 9:50, the mall wasn't open yet, but there are already a bunch of people waiting outside for the doors to open. At exactly 10 o'clock, the mall opened and everyone walked in. The DFA is on the third floor. Normally, people cannot just walk into the DFA office to renew their passport. They need to set an appointment first, and they need to go online to request for that appointment. But because I am a registered person with disability, I'm allowed to walk in, provided that I show them my ID. And then I was allowed to go inside. I filled out a form. I gave the office staff photocopies of my identification cards and passport pages. This is my old passport, my second one, my second passport ever, which the DFA has to cancel. And then I waited just a few minutes, and then my name was called in for the payment. There are two different options to pay. The more expensive option is quicker, so I opted for that. Senior citizens and persons with disability can take the cheaper option, but apparently everyone else is required to pay for the more expensive option. After payment, I went to the window where someone took my picture for the passport, and then that was it. That was very, very quick. The passport renewal process ends there. But I also decided to pay for the courier service, which is LBC, so that the passport will be delivered to me in Naga City when it is already available. That way I won't have to drive back all the way here just to get it. I actually haven't eaten anything yet for the day on account of the panic attacks. So I decided to drop by this restaurant at the second floor of the mall. This is First Colonial Grill. We also have this restaurant in our city, and I have been there a few times before. Because it is still early, the lunch crowd isn't here yet, so I have the place pretty much all to myself. I ordered the Colonial Liempo meal with plain rice and kamote flakes. Kamote is sweet potato. It comes with soup, and I also ordered pink lemonade, which is actually lychee. I don't really like sweet potato anymore. I used to like it as a child growing up in the barrio, but now that I am older, some food no longer make me happy. Maybe it is aging, or maybe it's just this exhausting perimenopause phase. I don't know. Now, the ice creams in this restaurant have always intrigued me because look at the flavors. They're very unusual. And there are flavors that they have assigned to the six different provinces of the Bicol region. Pili is assigned to Sorsogon, but pili, which is a kind of nut, is actually all over Bicol. Sili, which is chili, in four different spice levels, is assigned to Albay, but Sili is all over Bicol. Carmelado is assigned to Masbate, and maybe that's true, I don't know. Latik is assigned to Catanduanes, but we also have latik in Camarines Sur. It's a kind of sticky sweet sauce that we have with suman. Suman sa latik is featured in my award-winning short story called At Merienda, which I will link down below. Cacao is assigned to Camarines Sur, and piña, which is pineapple, is assigned to Camarines Norte. But both cacao and pineapple are actually all over the Philippines, not just in Cam Sur and Cam Norte. The other flavors are tinutong na bagas or burnt rice, which we sometimes have in the form of coffee. Gabi is a kind of yam. Salabat is ginger. Calamansi is lemoncito, not lemon, it's lemoncito. And then there's the now ubiquitous coffee ice cream and vanilla. Pipino is cucumber. Balungay is moringa leaves. Ampalaya is bitter gourd. Kalabasa is squash. And then there's melon, the fruit. For my dessert, I decided to order the latik ice cream because I've never had it in ice cream form, so I wanted to try it out. It came in 3 scoops, and it was actually very, very nice. It really tasted like the latik sauce. I do want to feature the suman sa latik in a video, but I just never had the chance yet. The total bill came up to 346.46 pesos, but because of my person with disability discount, I paid only 277.14. And then it was time to go. I did not drop by any of the stores at all. I really just wanted to start driving home right away. But along the way home, I saw this marker for a historical site, so I decided to drop by. This is the ruins of Kagsawa Church, and what you can see jutting out of the ground is the bell tower. The rest of the church is underground, buried under the lava and rocks and sand that came from the Mayon volcano when it erupted centuries ago. I will leave links about Kagsawa in the description box, but here is the historical marker for it. And now let us just walk around a little bit. Here are the souvenir shops with the silly ice cream, again from First Colonial Restaurant, and the rest are just the usual souvenirs: shirts, figurines, hats, bags, wallets. On the way out, I saw Mount Mayon, which was partly covered with clouds. Legend has it that when she doesn't show herself fully to someone, she doesn't quite trust or like that person. Well, maybe I'm not a nice person on this day, but I've already seen her without her cloud cover several times in my lifetime. I think she's okay. Maybe she's just not in the mood at this very moment. From then, it was a straight drive along just this one single highway all the way home to Naga City in Camarines Sur. Now, the reason why I had to renew my passport is that I'll be doing some traveling out of the country. In my previous videos, I have already mentioned that I've been doing some traveling around my country for the purpose of promoting my novel, The Maps of Camarines, which is published by Penguin Random House. It is available worldwide on Amazon as a paperback and as a Kindle book. I will link it down below. And because it's available in bookstores in several other countries, I thought I might as well go around to those countries to promote my book. I will also be attending an academic conference in a different country to present a paper. My passport has been expired for 13 years. I never felt the urge or the need to travel out of the country before, but because of the changes in my life, maybe this is how I will be spending what remaining years that I have. I don't know, but wherever my book takes me, wherever my life as a writer takes me, there I will go.